Our other strategy we're going to use is called the proportion strategy. So it's very similar to the unit rate strategy. It just does things in a different order. That's it. So step one is exactly the same. We need to circle any numbers and labels we read in the problem. So we're going to look at the same problem that we have already done before so we can compare how each of them are the same and different. So we know we have 4 cans that cost $3.12. That's money, so I circle that label. And I want to know 9 cans. 4 cans is $3.12. I want to know 9. So I've circled my labels and numbers. Now I'm going to set up my table or my proportion. So same thing, my first label is cans. My second label is money. 4 cans cost $3.12. So this time, we are not going to find the unit rate. We are going to skip that and go straight over to 9. So this one, I'm going to say 9 cans, and I'm going to put it on the top because that's where the cans go. So in the unit rate, right, we went from 4 to 1 and 1 to 9. This time we're going straight from 4 to 9, and I'll show you how in just a second. So here is everything we know all set up, ready to go. And so we're looking for this empty piece here. We're looking for the money. We want to know how much money 9 cans will cost me. So step 3 is we need to write some new equations, and we're going to do that by cross multiplying. So what that means is we go crisscross. 4 times m is just 4m. We don't know what m is, so we just write 4m and squish it all together. And that's going to equal, right, we're writing a new equation. And now I need to do 312 times 9, and that's something I can actually do. So 312 times 9, so 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 1 is 9, not 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. And then 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28. And I have 2 decimal places, 1, 2. So when I have 4 groups of my money, it will cost $28.08. But I only want one of these m's, right? This is what I'm looking for, 1 m. So I need to get this m all by itself. So I can undo this. This is 4 times m. So our last step here is we divide to get the variable, the m, or whatever it is, all alone. So the opposite of times is divide. So I can undo it by dividing. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now I have 1m. But what I do to one side, I have to do to the other to keep everything balanced. So the final piece I need to do is 28.08 divided by 4. So let's see what that is. So do that with me. So 4, I should have something about the 2, the 8, the decimal, the 0, and the 8. So 4 can't go into 2, but it goes into 28 7 times. So exactly 28, so there's nothing left over. Bring down the 0. 4 goes into 0. Well, it's 0 times. But every time something goes down, something has to go up. Now I can bring down my 8. 4 goes into 8 exactly 2 times. So that means my money here, m, equals $7.02. So that is what we did on the other problem. We said 9 cans is $7.02. We just flipped the order we did things in. So let's take a second and compare what we did. So on both of these, we circled numbers and labels. Then we set up our basic proportion, 4 over 312. On this one, we divided by 4 and then times by 9. So we had to divide and multiply. On this one, we multiplied. We still multiplied by 9. We multiplied by the same number, just in a different order. We multiplied first, where the other one we divided first. So on this one, I multiplied first, and then I divided by 4. second. On the unit rate strategy, I just divided by 4 and then multiplied by 9. So all we're doing is switching that order of things. So we're skipping that unit rate and going straight to 9 on this one. So this is the strategy that I will usually use because I can skip that little step in there. Even though I'm doing the same amount of work, it makes me feel like I'm skipping a step, I guess, because I only have 2 things on my table instead of 3 parts on the table. So I don't know, I'm weird. So when you're doing proportion, find your numbers and labels, set up what you know. Every time I talked about cans, it was on the top. Every time I talked about money, it's on the bottom. I write my new equations. 4m, and then 9 times 312 was 2808. So really, I'm just doing 9 times 312, and then I have to divide it by 4. 9 times 312 divided by 4. That's pretty much it. So there's your 2 strategies. So fill out your paper, decide which one you like the best, and then let me know why you like that one, and then put it in your own words. How would you explain how to do it to somebody else? And come show me your notes.